This video is sponsored by Big Boy Gaming. Follow the link in the description below for all of your card gaming needs. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Edison Club. Today I'm bringing you kind of a concept deck that I've kind of had in the back of my mind for the past year now, and I've finally started kind of putting this in action, testing it out, just seeing what I think about it, and today we're going to go over it and just kind of talk about it. Before we get started, as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Really just motivates me to keep going, getting better at the game as well as content creation. So if you look above here, you'll see our subscriber count is 2392 out of our goal of 3,000. We're getting very, very close. Thank you all so much. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Also, if you click in the description and follow the links below, you'll find other creators that also make some really cool Edison content. So make sure you go check them out as well. So let's jump into this. So you're going to notice this is a very different Lightsworn deck. This is a take on pure Lightsworn, and I have to give credit to Times2. This was his idea originally, and basically one of the biggest issues in Lightsworn is having too many normal summons in your hand. You can draw multiple Lilas, multiple Raikos, cards that basically you can just only do one thing per turn. So the idea was that if you play triple double summon in pure Lightsworn, you can effectively do two things per turn as opposed to just one. You can summon your Lila and you can set a hamster as well, or a Raiko, either one of these. Now, a lot of people think about double summon under the impression that it is a neg one, which inherently this card is a neg one. You're definitely not wrong there. But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to use Garoth to kind of make that a neutral or even a plus. So you can do things like summon Garoth, double summon Lila, in phase mill some cards, draw some cards, and make up for the neg one of double summon. Now also too, a lot of your cards in your deck destroy cards your opponent controls, like Raiko and Lila and Celestia. So a lot of times it can kind of make up for the loss in card advantage by doing things like that. You can do things like normal Lila, hit a back row, double summon into Celestia, hit two monsters or two remaining back row, whatever's giving you trouble at the time. So let's talk about the deck list here. We have one Arcus, one Trooper, triple Celestia, one Aaron, double Garoth, one Gors, double Honest, one Jane, two JD, one Lumina, triple Lila, one Plague, triple Raiko, one Hamster, triple Wolf, one Charge, triple double summon, one Foolish Burial, one Heavy, two Monster Reincarnation, one My Body is a Shield, one MST, triple Solar Recharge, and triple Threatening Roar. It's going to round off the main deck. Side deck, we have two Consecrated Light, two Crow, two Dyna, one Mobius, the second My Body, one Soul Exchange, one Soul Release, one Return, two Decree, one Oppression, and one Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So you've kind of gotten the general idea here that the deck is just trying to do multiple things. You can do things, like I said earlier, you can actually kind of play around Bottomless Trap Hole by setting a Lightsworn. Like you could set Garoth, double summon into Celestia, and still get the monsters out of the way if you're really being pressured to deal with monsters. So you can kind of like, quote unquote, play around Bottomless that way, or I guess play through Bottomless. But it is very, very nice. We're taking full advantage of the free summons of Wolf in this build, trying to always convert things into Celestia. Kind of the same reasoning why we're playing triple Threatening Roar. Threatening Roar is really, really nice in this list because not only do you have JD to be able to nuke the board for crackback, you also have triple Celestia. It's very, very easy to summon. So My Body is a Shield, the main deck, just because you're doing a lot of your combos are going to take three cards, so like a Lightsworn monster with double summon and another Lightsworn. So sometimes getting hit with Mirror Force or Torrential can be really, really rough. So it's definitely never a bad idea to have My Body. Side deck is nothing super crazy off to the start of it. Consecrated Light, Crow, Dyna, those are pretty much staples. And then we have stuff like Decree, Royal Oppression, Shadow Mirror. Here's where the tech comes in. So I did try out Return. Return's basically just for when you get Soul Released, you can return back a bunch of guys. Kind of is win more, kind of niche, probably won't make the final cut. Soul Release, kind of for the Mirror, Amaryllis, anything like that. Second My Body, Black Wings, anything of that nature. Then we have Soul Exchange and Mobius. So Soul Exchange is really nice, not only in the mirror match, but against like the Hamster Raiko decks, because you can Soul Exchange their Raikos toward your Celestia and be able to destroy multiple cards with it, which is pretty cool. So sometimes when you play against Vayu, they'll start off by setting Raiko, or maybe they start off with Hamster, sometimes it can be hard to tell and you won't know. So sometimes you can do things like just set a threatening roar there, or just summon a Lila and hit a back row and pass. Let them flip up the hamster, and then you can soul release it away, or soul exchange it away towards Celestia or towards your Mobius. So once again, being on double summon means you can kind of break the rules of Lightsworn side decking a little bit. So Mobius is a really good out to stuff like Oppression, good to out things like Light Imprisoning Mirror, and it gives you a 4th tribute summon when you side in the soul exchange. So that's a pretty good number there. Then you also just have natural ways that you can tribute summon a Mobius with stuff like Wolf, Hitting the Grave, Plague Spreader, all those cards. So yeah, so this is just a really cool idea that I've been working on for quite some time. I don't know when I'll really put this into action. I have played it a few times. I've been testing it. I actually took it to a Switch tournament yesterday and played it, and I went 2-2. Sometimes you can't help it when you get paired up against multiple dimensional stun decks and you're playing Lightsworn. It's just going to happen. You're probably not going to be able to beat that matchup, but that's just, hey, that's the game that we play and it happens. So let me know what you think about this deck concept. Do you think that this is worth testing more in the future? Do you think that there's something that should be in here that's not in here? Or do you think that this idea should just be scrapped altogether? I've been on Christia Sworn for so long now that I just wanted to start testing with different things. Been testing out James Ark's Twilight deck as well, which if you haven't checked that out, head on over his channel in the description below and check out his Twilight list. It's really, really cool. So that list kind of inspired me to kind of get back and start cooking with Lightsworn again and trying new things. So thank you guys for watching. This is Mike from the Edison Club signing out until the next one.